In half an hour, The Englishwoman and the Horse, a second chance to see the film portraying the special relationship between woman and beast. First, Jack Charlton introduces the final in television's match angling competition, Hooked.
Welcome to the final of BBC's match angling competition, Hooked. We're looking forward to a great final. Things have started a little bit quietly, but then they usually do. But on peg number 1, Max is really starting to catch a few bream, which is unusual in this competition. We've only seen the odd one or two of them. But to bring us up to date, we'll bring in Pete. But before that, let me just tell you what the winner will get. For the winner, a fine trophy of Tyrone crystal. And for the competitor with the highest number of fish, a magnificent piece of Belique pottery. Peter, come and tell us who's liable to win these prizes.
Jack. Well, let's have a look at Max, because he started off on a flyer, hasn't he?
He has. He's had one 3.5-pound bream already this morning.
Already, and we've not seen any of them during the competition, and for that to start happening now is going to give him a really good start. But all 6 of the lads have got a chance of winning. We've seen all sorts of things happening over the last 5 weeks, have we not?
We have, and in fact, they normally start first on peg 1 and 2, and then the fish creep up a little bit.
That's right, yes.
They seem to get a bit of a flyer on peg 1 and 2. In other words, get a half an hour start.
If he's got big bream, then he's going to take some catching, isn't he?
He is now.
And particularly with the weather as it is, because although the sun's shining, I don't know about you, it's getting
cold.
a bit chilly, and I'm going getting a jacket on in a minute.
I thought you were going to the Costa Brava last night, Max.
But it could well have put the roach down, because there was a bit of a frost last night.
And there's very few being caught, especially
That's
up this
right.
top end.
Yeah.
The cold weather might just stop them moving about.
It could well do, and I'll tell you this much, it's going to stop me very shortly, so
Yes.
I'm going to go and put a jacket on. Everyone. Well, we'll know it. As he said to me.
Max Winners has started reasonably well, 12 fish.
He has, hasn't he? Yes, got a real flyer. And some big bream earlier on, Jack.
Yeah, I was there when he caught one. Somebody said it was about three pound. I didn't think it was that big, but it looked a good fish.
Yeah, Max, the winner of Heat 2. Won it on peg 3, and I shouldn't think he's too sorry about
Drawn peg 1.
drawing peg 1 today. I doubt whether he's going to get more fish than he did as a Heat winner. He had 83 then. But he looks as though he could beat his weight of 16 kilos, 880 grams in the Heat. Particularly if he carries on with his bream, I think that looks like a roach coming in. Yeah, indeed. So he's got the lot there, hasn't he, now?
Yes. Now there's a surprise. Tom Pickering's got 16 fish, and he's fishing peg 2. This is the one he won his Heat on.
Yeah, but different set of circumstances, Jack. Do you remember the winning weight?
Oh, aye, 2 pound. He's got more now than he did on the day that he
I think he's
won his Heat.
He could well have, yes. England international, good angler, and see his face when he drew that peg this morning. First thing he said, that's the one I wanted.
Yes. Barnsley lad, fishes with the Barnsley Blacks. Stan Peachion, he won Heat 5.
That's right, with the best weight of the present series.
Over 20 kilos.
Yeah.
I watched him fish, Dan, actually, and if I was going to have a bet on anybody, if I was a betting man, then on the Waggler float I would have picked this fella, because he's...
Fish well, didn't he, Jack?
Oh, I did. He looked a good fisherman.
I wish you'd have told me about being a betting man.
Why? Would you have had a gamble?
Before the draw, I think...
I would have picked him before the draw.
Would you?
Yes. And after the draw, I would have picked Max.
Yes, you've got to, haven't you? Knowing what we know now as well.
But he's got a few fish, but not many.
Nice shot of some beautiful bait there, Jack.
Yeah, would you think he's had them in the oven all night? They're certainly lively enough.
Aren't they just, yeah. I think we're on Kevin's peg, aren't we?
Yeah.
Big Kev, as he's known. That's right. I don't think he's working though at the moment. He hasn't got anything.
No, I wouldn't be surprised to see Kev go onto the pole.
Well, he would have been my favourite on peg 102 because I think he'd have gone on the pole and nobody'd have lived with him. Marvellous, marvellous angler. I would say one of the best all-round anglers in the country.
What about this story you told me about the river? Is that true? Or was it him that told us it?
No, it wasn't, but I've no doubt he'd appreciate the story. The river used to run a quarter of a mile away from here, but they built a bridge in the town and had to divert the river to go under it.
The bridge? I don't believe it.
Man, you believe it was an English architect?
So an Irishman told me. This is Frank Jarvis, who won he won his heat on peg 6.
A couple of weeks ago, yes. Wasn't it a surprise, Jack?
Oh, aye, against all the odds.
It was.
But he had a good weight of fish there that nobody had ever approached before it or since.
That's right. He was nearly 20 kilos, wasn't it? But beautiful quality fish. You know, the big fish had moved up. He's only got one at the moment, but I think we're seeing the pattern evolve where the early pegs pick up early in the match and these lads have got to start trying to catch them later on. But they're obviously moving up river now and Frank will be looking forward to extending the one fish anyway.
He's got the dreaded peg 5 today. No one has come near winning off that pig in all the weeks we've been doing it.
Won't stop him trying though, will it?
Oh no. Best runner-up, Dave Roper. What did he get in his to be runner-up with?
18 kilos, 760 grams.
On most days, that would have been good enough to have won a competition.
It would indeed, yes. But if we remember, he got through off peg 1.
That's right. And he had a really good start that day for him.
Yeah, on the week that Frank Jarvis won off peg 6, do you remember?
Yes,
so we had 2 going into the final. But Dave's holding the record for the most number of fish at the moment, and I think he's on a safe bet the way things are going because he had 110 fish then, and I doubt very much whether anybody's going to get near it this week. I'm going to look at the coffee and sort
You've got to remind yourself, we've got to finish off
One thing that struck me during this competition is the amount of help being given to anglers by other competitors, and a man that can tell us more about that is Frankie Barlow from Nottingham. Frank, it's been a swap shop, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I mean, people have been using other people's rods and reels and lending everything.
Yeah.
Is this a general thing in the match circuit?
Not to the extent that it's gone on here, like, but a lot of people have fished in Ireland before, especially on this venue. Quite a few of us have never seen the water, and these chaps like Kevin and Max, who's been here before, And all of them to that extent, they've all helped everybody else. Hooks, lines, reels, you name it.
You tell me what you fished with in last week's
Well, I fished
heat.
with Max Winter's rod, Wayne Swinscoe's reel, Stan Peach's line. I've got some tackle of my own, by the way, but my tackle was totally unsuitable for this job, and everybody's mucked in on bait especially. Some people have brought a lot of bait, some people's brought small, ground bait, and whatever you've wanted, it's always been there.
All the lads that have been here over the series, you know, they've all mucked in together.
Yeah.
You've had a good time.
I think it's the best experience I've ever had in angling. I've fished all over the country, abroad, Denmark, Sweden, but I've never been treated as nice as I've been treated here.
By the other anglers, or...?
By the other anglers, by the Irish Tourist Board and everything, the people, really nice.
Halfway through the final and we're really into a match now. Maxie Winters got away to a flying start. 4 bream in the very early stages. He's kept it going. He's got a few roach coming, but the man he's got to watch, and I think everybody else is watching now, is Tommy Pickering. He's really flying at the moment. He's got roach coming on every cast, and it's really between those two.
Did it feel like a big start? I thought it. Oh, you were watching it. That's a lie, boy.
Just to bring you up to date on the state of the competition, at the moment Max Winters has 42 fish, Tom Pickering has 54, Stan Peacher 30, Kevin Ashurst 20, Frank Jarvis 20 and David Roper 9. Looks like it's developing into a good race between Max Winters and Tom Pickering. Although Max got some bigger fish earlier on, Tom's rapidly catching him by catching a larger number. As long as the spectators don't get in the way and inhibit him, because we've got one or two about now. Seem to be enjoying what's turned out to be a very good match.
Well, after an hour, things aren't looking too good, really, because they've started to catch at the top end, and down here we just haven't had a bite. And unless we can get them close in and catch them on the pole, we've just absolutely no chance at all. There's only 3 prizes, and there's 3 people absolutely murdering them up there, and so we're just going to have to hang on and try and do something different. There's no point fishing for force because there's no prize exists.
Quite a few fish behind Tommy Pickering and well behind Max Winters. I'm fishing further down the swim now to try and stop Kevin Ashurst upstream of me getting the fish, because they definitely are moving upstream.
The fish just haven't moved down at all, and all I can do at the moment now is keep banging the feed in and banging loose feed in and hoping that the fish will move up and into the peg. If that happens, then there's a chance of catching some up, but the 2 end pegs, the way they're going, no chance at all.
Started to catch after about an hour and a half. Getting bite every throw now. Just got to concentrate on hitting every bite and catching every fish. I know Max has had 4 good bream at the first half hour. They're going to take some catching up. He's been at it now about. He's getting odd rocks, although I'm about 16 fish in front. I've got to catch, I think, between 35 and 40 more fish than Max to beat him. I'm getting bites consistent, to keep plugging away, keep working at it, using a force 1 float. Just keep throwing it to the middle, a ball of ground bait every chuck and a 14. I've lost a couple of fish swinging them in, but I think the problem is I've got to speed myself up to catch Max up. If I don't, then I'll come, probably come second, and second up mean a lot.
Well, I've started the match and it's gone pretty well, really. I've had 4 bream, 2 about a pound apiece, 2 very close to 4. But the trouble is Tommy Pickering started catching a lot of fish now, small roach, and I can't pursue it for bream any longer. I've tried the worm, so now I've got to go for roach. I've got a ground bait, put more stuff in, go for the roach, and not try to take the chance of the bream stopping.
They're catching fish lower down, and I can't see me ever catching them up. All I'm doing in the match, I'm fishing for 3rd place. I can't win, I can't be second. I think the fish are going to come on now, but if they come strong, I still may be in a chance. If I can just catch them on this pole, I could still be in the running. If these fish sort of go off on the early pegs, that's 1 and 2, I may just come back at them strong. If they keep catching, we'll have no chance.
5 minutes to go in the final, and it's a 2-horse race. And race, I mean, Tom Pickering and Max Winters at pegs 1 and 2 are racing to the finish. Max Winters had the big fish early on, and it's my guess that Tom Pickering needs about 25 fish to make up the difference in weight, extra to what Max has got. At the moment, there's 18 fish in it. Tommy Pickering's got 18 more fish than Max Winters. If I've got to put a prediction on it, then OK, my money's with Max Winters, providing nothing goes wrong for him in the last 5 minutes.
The end of the match, and we're going to weigh in from peg 6 down to peg 1 because we feel that pegs 1 and 2 might be the exciting ones today. So Dave Roper, would you weigh your 38 fish in, please? Not as big as it came here the other week.
That's right. It's a week that, yeah.
Seven kilos, 340 grams for Dave Roper. Well done, Dave. Bad luck on that peg. Frank Jarvis on peg number 5. Frank, would you weigh your 53 fish in, please?
Touching the floor here.
9960, okay? Yes. 9960.
9 kilos, 960 grams for Frank Jarvis. Kevin Ashurst, peg 4. Kevin, could we weigh your fish in, please? Your 57 fish.
Don't let him go by. Eddie, yeah.
What up, you? 11 kilos, 80 grams for Kevin. Well done, Kev. Peg 3 with 69 fish, Stan Peacher. That's a nice sort of fish there.
Yep.
$11 11 kilos, 800 grams for Stan Peacher. With exactly 100 fish, Tom Pickering. Tom, would you, we'll have to weigh yours in 2, I think. But you don't lose any of them. That'll do. Hey? Oh, that's all right. It's plenty in the bottom. $6 kilos, 160. That's the first half of the way. $9 kilos, 5 80 grams on the second half of the way, giving us a grand total of 15 kilos, 740 grams for Tom Pickering. Well, Tom Pickering had 100 fish. Max Winters has only got 84, but we hear he's got a few biggies in there. Can we weigh him in, Max, please? Ooh, look at them bream in there. Lovely. Beautiful. Look at that, beautiful. Whoop. $7 kilos, 300 on the first half of the way. Yes, there's a lot here. Yes, a lot here. $10 kilos, 700 grams, and the total weight would be 18 kilos exactly. So we have a winner. You enjoyed it?
Very, very much.
Would you like to draw peg one, I should imagine?
I was. It was a consistent peg. It's been second 3 times and it won a match, and I was quite happy to draw this. The thing was, with the bream, were totally unexpected. Flying start.
Certainly had 2 beautiful bream there.
Oh, very nice.
What did they weigh each? What do you think?
They go very close to £4, which really, it made it a hard match then for the rest of it to chase me there.
Because there was no one else liable to catch bream of that size?
No, not really. They could have gone through, and then I was in trouble. I threw a wobble in the middle, and that to come good when you got an angler like Tommy at the next peg catching. If you don't start catching again, you're going to bury you.
Anyway,
so,
congratulations, and a terrific competition. I've enjoyed watching.
Thank you.
And to present the prizes, Shane Belford of the Northern Ireland Tourist Board. Welcome.
Thank you, Jack. Before I do so, can I first of all say congratulations, of course, to all the winners and today's finalists, but more particularly to everybody who has come here to Portadown in Northern Ireland this week and all through the series to give us a good leg up, to see that this is a beautiful country, peaceful and quiet, and that the fishing is beyond anything you've ever dreamt of before. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much. Now, Pete, would you come in, please, and let us have a rundown of our prize winners?
I will indeed, Jack, yes. First, with an 84 fish catch of 18 kilos, Max Winters.
Well done, Max.
Congratulations, Max. Very nice little piece of Tyrone crystal from just down the road.
Thank you.
Second, from peg 2, Tom Pickering.
Well done, Tom.
Third, from peg 3, Stan Peacher.
Well done, Stanley, my old friend.
Fourth, Kevin Ashurst.
Well done, Kevin. Well done, mate. Nice to see you again.
Fifth, Frank Jarvis.
Well done, Frank. You're very welcome. Well done.
And sixth, Dave Roper.
Well done, Dave. Congratulations. Well done.
And the prize for the best total catch of fish, which was 110, Dave Roper again from Preston.
Well done, Dave. A beautiful piece of Belite pottery from just down the road. Well done.
Well, Pete, the end of a marvellous series.
It couldn't have been better, could it, Jack?
No, the weather's been very, very kind to us.
Yes, and the fishing as well.
Oh, aye. I mean, those big bream on the last day, I think, just clinched the whole thing.
That's right, yeah. I mean, Mr. Nice Guy won it, didn't he? Really, but the rest of them are nice guys as well. They'll come back.
Yes, well, I've had a totally enjoyable series, and we'll say bye-bye and hope to see you next year if we do the series again, which we hope we will. See you then.
Cheerio.